Legal Operations One-on-One series. Today I have with me Joe Borstein. Hi, Joe. Welcome.
Hey, Rachita. Thanks for having me.
Joe and I are talking about the future of legal education. Over the past decade, the legal industry has structurally changed, and the glory days of law firms are over. Clients want sophisticated solutions with technology and alternate sourcing. And you add a pandemic to that, and the need for change is many-fold. But do we really think that our legal education system and our law schools are helping create the future generation of lawyers?
Great question. So I think, as you know, I'm working with the University of Pennsylvania Law School. Myself and David Perla, the founder of the company we worked at together, Pangea 3, are both on the board of the Future of the Profession Institute. And the idea behind the Future of the Profession Institute is to push forward education and continuing education for law students so that they can participate in the law firms and other legal entities of the future. You said one thing that I wouldn't say I disagree with, but I'm going to challenge a little bit. You said the glory days of law firms are over. I think that remains to be seen. There are certainly forces pushing back against the extraordinarily high profits per partner and billable hour requirements that we all know and love. But a lot of these forces can cut both ways. So let's talk about that for a second. Most of the things that are impacting the future of the legal industry are things like globalization, changing regulatory regimes, such as allowing lawyers to partner and take capital from non-lawyers, and of course, technology, which is the one we hear the most doom and gloom about. To me, all of these things have the potential to take market share from big law firms, but they also have the potential to vastly expand the capabilities of individual lawyers and law firms to take on more clients, to lower the cost of representation, and frankly, to bring more people, clients, cases, and deals into the fold. As you bring the cost down, in theory, demand should expand, and there should be a bigger pie for everyone, and the ability to actually generate more revenues in the long term and have people treat lawyers like they do their doctors and other professionals, someone they see once a year to check up on aspects of their legal life that would otherwise be not looked over. So I think there's potential to cut both ways.
Yeah, and that's a very interesting point, Joe. But I'll come back to what I think the future generation or the young lawyers are feeling. I had a conversation just 2 days ago with a very young graduate who just graduated this year, working with a legal tech company, her second week in there, and she was very excited about the new job and what she was learning, and she made a very interesting comment, and she told me, why did we not learn any of these cool things in law school? And that really got me thinking that are law schools doing enough? How are we going to add to their skill sets for the future generation?
Yeah, so I think part of the answer is a flat out no. I don't think law firms are doing enough, in part because I don't think the promise of legal innovation has been realized by most law schools yet. I think, again, my alma mater, Penn Law, is coming around to it. Stanford has a fantastic program. Georgetown is really involved, as is NYU Law here in the US. But I think the disconnect exists from certainly a long-term culture of precedent and doing things as people have done them in the past. That's how you practice law, but I also think that that's how you teach law, and I think that's actually great. I think those ingredients are necessary, but maybe not sufficient to also launch people into careers in legal innovation. And I think part of the mindset shift that's going to be necessary is for the schools and the students to realize that legal technology is solving legal problems. So just like when you analyze a case or a fact pattern, you're doing it for a client to solve a legal problem. You're also solving legal problems with technology, but the exciting part is you're doing it at scale. So if you can create better technologies for the court systems, better technologies for research, better technologies for contracts, you're doing a great and noble act, I think, for the legal industry as a whole. You certainly should be applying the traditional methods of legal learning as well. Like, you have to know the law, you have to know how it develops, you have to know how to read it. And then hopefully in the future, we can hard code it and solve for certain legal problems in perpetuity. All of these tools, all of these technologies and new services are simply doing that, solving legal problems at scale. I think once law schools realize what a noble thing that is, it will be part of the curriculum without supplanting what they have now, but supplementing it. So here are legal answers, and here's how you apply them at scale. That's the vision, certainly, I hope for.
Yes, I think so too. And you're right, Joe. I think when we graduated from law school, we did doc review as junior lawyers, or we did contract management work or M&A due diligence. But I think
So did we.
the younger generation now, when they graduate and come out, they are probably going to learn how to apply these technologies to get that done quicker, right? And I see a lot of them doing that now. So definitely something that law schools need to watch out for. And like you said, it's really a how-to, similar to how we learned how to do research in law school. That's similarly, we are going to learn how to use technology even within law school, and I'm hoping that happens sooner than later, all across the globe. Thank you so much, Joe. This was fantastic.
Thanks, Rachita. Hope to be back soon. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I look forward to having you again. And thank you everyone for watching.